Hello and welcome to Spring Command Forge Alliance. Here is a 4v4. I believe this map is usually referred as the Pyramid. Not a very commonly played map, but hopefully it's played a little more often. So really good players. We got Brazilians, we got Noob Fried Rice and Maverick all on one side, and we got Sour Patch, Root, Ashoka, and Chaos Refractor. So one thing at first I'd like to mention, there were some discussions about maps and which maps promote turtling and which maps are easiest to defend, where point defenses take over the regular units. And you can make sort of a progression, with Thermo being the most turtle map by far. Then you have other maps like Certus and Canis River with just few choke points, which usually end up becoming Turtle Fest as well. Or ISIS is another great example. And then you have maps like this one, which is beginning to be played. Of course, Rivers and Wonder are other great examples. And if you notice, people usually don't like, some people like Rivers and Wonder, and others don't really like it because it doesn't feel as safe. And really, when you have maps which have mass extractors spread out so widely, that's one good feature. And also, you have a lot of different terrain, but it's really going to be difficult to cut off the map in half. There isn't really huge choke points. There's a whole bunch of them. So we'll see how this one goes. It is a larger map. It is 4v4. Looking at this, we have second air from Noob Fried Rice, all land from Maverick, and on the side all land. So actually, we have a transport here from the Cybran players with second air. We got the Brazil side here on the bottom, and Aeon Air in the back. That's nice. Some Seraphim. And the early fighting between tanks and Manta. 2v1. Some reinforcements, very even numbers. Some successful drops here up on these high ledges. Scouting from Shoko. So early on, just small skirmishes. We got to look at where the ACUs are coming. Noob Fried Rice coming to the middle, as well as Root. It looks like Noob Fried Rice is going to get a whole bunch of land in the middle. And ACU for Lancelotic also going up. So we're going to see ACU and ACU, ACU and ACU. And of course, Maverick also charging quite hard, with quite a few Tech 1 land, a whole bunch of tanks. Looks like he's got 3 land going 4th air. And this is a big prize here in the corners, where we can take over the corners. Have quite a bit extra mass. So far, definitely Lancelot DC, by far the best at taking over map control. Now we got this fight, Cybran versus Seraphim. The Sour Patch could get himself in a bit of trouble here. Does have some Tech 1 units in support, but yeah, it looks quite even. A nice raid. In the middle, total domination for Noob Fried Rice, a lot of extra units. And Root getting an upgrade, that could make it a little more interesting. And I hear a base being established by Lancelot. And Maverick looks like he's going to take over the corner. So far, a huge map advantage for the bottom side, both middle and both sides. Seen interceptors. Still haven't seen too much teching except mass extractors. And now we got Jesters from Noob Fried Rice. You can see he's gone a really big Jester spam. And now Sour Patch is in a very big trouble. He's trying to get some Tech 1 anti-air up. There is an air fight, but it looks like it's completely dominated by the bottom side. So, in terms of air, complete domination by the bottom side. And there goes Sour Patch after 7 minutes. This is the disadvantage of coming out with early ACU, without either bringing a lot of AA or taking over air. And here comes more Jesters. This time they're going to attack Root. And Shoka has been defeated. Well, that was just against Maverick. I don't think there was any Jesters involved. That was Maverick doing his thing. Root also trying to get onto air. And this is a very simple recipe here. Get a whole bunch of Jesters and kill. So that's another advantage that Cybran have in the early stages. If Cybran team wins air, you're in a lot of trouble if you don't have flak. And I think that was very well demonstrated here. Chaos Refractor. All alone with a whole bunch of Manti coming in. Not much of a hope. And the Jesters are going to come in and try to kill him. And a 10-minute game here with the Jester dominating, so a good demonstration. Hopefully people enjoy this.